Zimbabwe has had some serious musical wars. Hondo emagitari. But today we are talking about the top 5 most brutal diss tracks ever recorded. We are not talking popular, we are not talking controversial, but we are talking brutal, disrespectful, when names were actually dropped. Hello everyone, my name is Mrs. Important and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please do comment, like, share to support your girl. Without wasting much of your time, let's roll it. Number 5, we have Holy 10. We don't do that over here. Obviously, this beef or this song came out round about the time where they were having baby mama issues, sorry. And the lyrics were just so brutal. And I actually thought this song was actually deleted, but I found it on YouTube because people were complaining. That is the mother of your child. How can you do that? He said, I just thought it was a missionary, but I now know you were on a mission. Wakauya wega, ukanubisa blouse. Wow. Wow. Number 4. It's Melodic. Remember, we say brutal. We are not saying popular, even though this was very popular, actually. And the statement Mahure Chinerera is now a statement that everyone is saying. That's how popular this diss track was. It was directed towards Tatelicious and Katarina and Colorful. It was brutal and all those names were mentioned. Pakauya nzara muna 2008 akatingesa sina chiti zvichaita right. Hazvicha makise kuva ne-HIV kukabira ma-ARV. At 0 seconds he was already singing. He couldn't wait to release what he had to say. Number 3, Platinum Prince, Matadza. Nothing needs to be said here. And people complain that this was too much. You know, when Zimbabweans who love drama starts complaining that this was too much. And remember, this was a diss track towards Say Colors. And a lot of people didn't like Say Colors diss track, Mambo Ndi Mambo. So now when the reply came, people were like, no. Number 2, Mambo Ndi Mambo, Say Colors. The timing of that song was really shocking. It came at a time where people were not expecting it. All right, and obviously he dissed Winky D, he dissed Ngwere, Silent Killer, he dissed Platinum Prince, Maggie, is it Magical? I don't know, Maggie or something like that. He dissed a lot of people in that song. And people were like, who do you think you are? And it was actually around the time when he was not feeling well, when he had acids, right? So the timing of this song was very shocking to a lot of people because people didn't know that people had forgotten about the beefs and whatever. You know, people were just living their lives, and then boom, wanda anozvimbisa magafa, wanda imira nechibaba, wanda akamira mayezi magina ndurura nakapedza ngwere basa. It was brutal in the sense that it got everybody talking. It got the nation talking. Now, let's move to number 1. Obviously, when it comes to diss tracks, we are going to talk about Soulja Love, honey. Soulja Love. Ndakamukwapaiza. That became an instant hit. And it was just after the Cup Clash. So people were actually expecting it, the energy, the environment of competition, of who won. Conversations were still being held about who is the best in the Zim dancehall, right? People were still talking about the cup clash. People were still analyzing. People were still talking about how it was fun. And remember, this was peak Zim dancehall. So everybody was into dancehall and everybody was paying attention to what is happening in the musical scene. And then boom, ndakamukwapayidza kalazi handina kupanguva yekubatanidza anzi akauya akapfeka bhutsi yepingi anga ajaira kudhisa winki. That was the best and the baddest diss track to ever come out of Zimbabwe. And remember, when we are talking about diss tracks, we are talking about songs that names were actually dropped. And I do understand, however, there are a lot of songs that we as the fans will speculate saying, this artist was talking about that artist. We are just speculating, but names were not dropped. So those could actually be controversial songs, but these are actual diss tracks where someone recorded knowing that this song is directed towards Say Colors. This is directed towards Soulja Love. So now we are done with our top 5, but I have some bonus tracks that are actually worth mentioning. Sauro, Sauro, Sauro nepamuromo. Sauro, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that song by Say Colors was actually an instant hit. And it was directed obviously towards Soulja Love. Another one is Say Colors Mukawad. That was actually directed towards Winky D. So Say Colors does actually a lot of, diss tracks. Another one is Dinewe by Say Colors, and it was directed towards Winky D. And another song worth mentioning is Dangare Wai by Silent Killer. It was actually directed towards Say Colors. The names were dropped. I remember when Say Colors was asked about the diss track Mambo Ndi Mambo, and he said, these people, they start the diss, and when I reply, your complain. And this song, Dangare Wai by Silent Killer, I think it was released 4 or 5 years ago, and it was really directed towards Say Colors, and I think Say Colors only replied it when he did Mambo Ndi Mambo. So that's what he said. So please do let me know what you think. Who do you think won these battles, and what are the songs that you think should make it in the top 5? This might be a part 1. I might do a part 2. Please let me know what you think. Remember, we don't put feelings on entertainment. This is just pure entertainment, and these people are working, and whatever work that they put out, if it gets us talking, they have done their job well. We don't take sides. We listen to good, authentic music. My name is Mrs. Important, and I will see you on my next video.